Well, unfortunately, though, on Raw this week, or during Monday, pretty much, we found out that Samantha Irvin is gone. And now this, this girl, amazing voice. I loved what she was doing. I'm not like I'm a fan of her that I'm like stalking her on social media, but I'm like I loved hearing what she did. Right, she was good for what she did. To hear that she left abruptly, it started bringing in questions like, her fiance Ricochet just left for AEW, or is she going to do the whole Renee thing that she did with Moxley, to where she left for him to go to AEW? And I'm like, I hope she doesn't do that. And then, we heard from others online saying that, no, they're not going to AEW. I think Dave Meltzer said it. Like, I don't want to bring him up.
With his 3% stake in the company, allegedly.
So they're saying nothing like that. She wants to focus on music, but it's happened so fast. I'm like, I really wish, because like she has a following. Like fans love her. I'll read some comments in a little bit from the Marks group. But what do you think about this? I mean, is it a big deal? Or
was it one of the reports saying that she wanted to do music because she is a singer?
Yeah, so she plays a flute too. So she played at Wallamania at WrestleMania.
Oh, Wallamania, yes.
So she played her flute. Don't pause me. I don't know if that's her. She has a flute. She does it like, I don't know what, contemporary R&B. I don't know what she plays, but she plays a flute. But she
you know
sings
the other
too,
thing about that, honestly, like Lillian Garcia had a singing career at the same time while she was announcing for WWE. So like, I don't see why that's that big of a deal.
Yeah.
So maybe have side projects. I mean, it's not like she's a member of the roster, you know what I mean, who's going to be out for like, 8 months because they're shooting a movie or some shit like that. Like, it's such weird timing and very random.
And she's not even a superstar to where she's not wrestling every week. She just literally has to announce certain matches or every match, whatever they want, right?
Dude, she was huge on social media, though. I used to love those Samantha Irvin reaction videos. Yeah. They would just put up a phone and they would just record her reactions to the big surprises that were coming out.
Yeah.
And you just love it because she looked like one of the fans on television, and it just got over really great with me, dude. I thought that hilarious because her reactions were just natural and they were great, dude.
No, and we said, so like, we don't know the full story, but it's basically she left for whatever reason, right? And it made me think to where, you said Lillian Garcia also sang and had a music career. Mm-hmm. If you go back a few years ago, remember at one point the wrestlers were on Twitch and playing video games and whatever. Like, I don't know if it was up, down, down. I was on that too.
Yeah.
And then they said they couldn't do it anymore because whatever money they were making on that WWE wasn't getting, so they shut it down. And then at one point, I think in 2022 or whatever, WWE had their own streaming thing on Twitch, and so then they let the superstars go back and do it. And I think like a certain percentage maybe has to go to WWE because it's under their name or something.
I always thought that was weird because you remember it was a similar thing with Zack Ryder when he had that little show that he used to do on. Yeah, that was cool. And then WWE took that over too, and it was just like took the steam out of him. I don't know.
You got to let these guys do other little things besides that. I understand that they shouldn't wrestle for another promotion, but if it's like they're playing video games for Twitch, I'm like, come on. Like, this is what they do on the road. And for them to let her go, knowing that a lot of the fans love her, for that she wants to sing or something on the side, I think it's a big deal because it seems abrupt. I feel like she could have did Raw and said goodbye and then bowed out. she did it Raw or did Raw. So, I don't know. It seems strange all day. So a lot of people were talking about it.
Where does she rank for you in terms of favorite WWE announcers?
Oh, Fink's always number one.
Of course.
Fink's number one.
When people forget to mention Ray Finkel.
Yeah.
Is it Ray Finkel?
Ray Finkel, that's Ace Ventura.
It's Ace Ventura. Howard Finkel. Wow, am I a idiot? Look at me, Sal.
Oh my gosh.
Too much tequila.
Finkel and Einhorn. Finkel and Einhorn. Finkel, Einhorn.
All righty then.
It's like the voice of God in our ears. That was great. No, I don't know. Fink's always number one for me. I like the excitement she brought to it because Justin Roberts went to AEW. I think WWE let him go.
Either, yeah.
And I didn't really. There's not too many voices that I liked announcing. I don't hate Lillian Garcia. I think she's probably a little bit older now that she's doing it. I mean, she did it for a long time too. Yeah. Like over.
For me,
over how many years? 20 years? I don't know. A long time.
I liked her. She's not on the level of Lillian Garcia yet. She had the potential to be.
Yeah.
Because Lillian, to me, she has that one great moment. Probably one of the greatest television moments ever when she sang the national anthem right after 9/11 when SmackDown went live. They were the first television show live that was aired, like sporting event. And like, dude, just the goosebumps. So you go on YouTube and watch that, and it's she doesn't have that kind of moment. She's great at what she does, but she just didn't have like that moment where I could say she's above Lillian.
So she's 58 years old. I did not know that. Yeah. That's a lot older than I thought she was.
You got to remember. Like,
so I was looking at her career. She did 99 to 2009.
Yep.
And then came back in 2011 and did 2011 to 2019. And now, 2024 till right now, like just yesterday.
I used to see her a lot of times. She would always sing the national anthem at the Jets games.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. It just seemed abrupt. People were saying a lot of things. Let's bring up what some of the comments were saying on there, because a lot of people were mad on social media. A lot of people upset, blaming Ricochet too, and a lot of other things. But some of our marks.
I wonder what my mom thinks about this. You followed Ricochet to AEW, you stupid bitch.
That's it. We got to bring the angry moms in for her opinion on this. So go into the Marks group. It's facebook.com/another wrestling group. If you're out there watching, check us out. So some of our Marks for Life out there had some questions. I said, how torn are you, Marks, about Samantha leaving? Could she be AEW bound? What do you think? Miguel Orlando says, I think she's a great announcer. If AEW gets her, she'll draw more than some of the ring talent. Mike Shapiro chimed in and said, true, 2 people is still more than 0. I don't know.
Yeah, and they would have to make sure they would have to put her on the opposite side of the camera.
Yeah.
Because, that other side's going to be empty.
Nope, sure. Nope. Marty Puppo, he said the best news I saw today. So I guess he's not a fan of her. I don't know. I guess it's the best news because she's not doing it anymore.
Is it because he's not a fan of her, or maybe he's hoping that, she goes elsewhere?
I don't know. He doesn't say that. But we have, who do we get? This Mike Camisso. Mike Camisso says, don't let the door hit you. He says, what worse is Alicia Taylor doing everything she does now? She's got a fan base, man. And, maybe she was just done with wrestling. It is a grueling time. Like, you got to go on the road every week, travel how many dates. Granted, she's not wrestling, so she's not doing house shows. She's just doing, like, the live shows. But it's still 365, right? You're still going all year round, traveling all over the world, announcing. So
I'll put it to you this way. Honestly, I think Ricochet maybe does play a small part in it. Not that she's going to follow him over there, but she's traveling more often probably than he is.
Yeah.
They're engaged now. You're probably not seeing him as often as you'd like to, especially if you're planning a wedding or whatever. Like, people have lives outside of their jobs.
Yeah.
Like,
we have lives outside of this, right? Or are we stuck here forever? But no, man, this is great. I think for Lillian Garcia to come back and step up for Samantha Irvin, that's great. Kind of have a familiar face. Maybe she won't do it for that long. But I'll tell you what, her first announcement, she botched.
Is the first